Thank you. And to the panelists, thank you so very much for, I think, giving wonderful perspectives on the need for a catastrophic tsunami, seismic, earthquake, none of these things we like, but that is what we need in Iran. We need it now. And as I was saying yesterday, the crucialness or the excitement that many of us felt in 2009 when we were in that election, we want to be able to move for that kind of excitement, that kind of energy, but anyhow, moving to victory, to changing this nation, to what the wonderment of the Persian culture, the leadership, the magnificence, the beauty, and the right and opportunity for the very baby that is being born as we stand here today. So, and I want to read from the UN report that spoke about July and August of 1988, and thousands of political prisoners, men, women, and teenagers were reportedly executed pursuant to fatwa issued by then Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khomeini. A three-man commission was reportedly created with a view to determine who should be executed. The bodies of the victims were reportedly buried in unmarked graves, their families never informed of their whereabouts. These events, known as the 1988 massacres, have never been officially acknowledged. In January 1989, the Special Representative of the Commission on Human Rights on the situation of human rights in the Islamic Republic of Iran, Mr. Galindo Pol, expressed concern over the global denial of the executions and called on Iranian authorities to conduct an investigation. We still should call upon that investigation. We cannot allow our loud silence to be deafening to those families who have not yet found their loved ones. Though an investigation has not yet taken place, as I look at the role of Congress, we should be repetitive in our comments. I know that there are a number of views on where we are in the non-nuclear proliferation, but let me be very clear. There is no doubt that there is a crisis with our IRGC, and to note of its strong affiliation with Assad and the propping up of those who perpetrate terrorism. Many of you will hear that Iran has helped in the fight against ISIS, and we cannot deny that. That is a real and stated fact. But I believe when you have foreign policy and members of Congress that we must multitask. We must recognize that there is actions that have been taken that have been in the interests of Western allies and others, but at the same time, we cannot ignore the thousands of Iranian workers, teachers, and other government pensioners from across Iran that held a protest rally outside the regime's parliament. They were chanting, "Free all political prisoners." We cannot free all imprisoned teachers. What did I say? There's a baby girl or baby boy born this day. What sentence are we going to give to them, that they will not have a teacher who can speak freely? My promise to you is that every rumor or proposed thought about military bases and the breaches of this agreement will be investigated. But the team that negotiated this document, I believe, were astute public servants that would gain nothing from masquerading the truth. So we will probably have a time to debate this. I'm sure you will engage with us. Let us not have that debate, which is an American policy debate on decertification, which I disagree with, in any way undermine what we should be doing in exposing the terroristic behavior of Iran, of ignoring those who are missing, dead, or in essence, never to be found, ignoring what we must do for young people born today or those who are 3 years old, 10 years old, 15 years old, finishing higher education, ready to spread their wings, or the many Iranian Americans who need to be able to travel to their homeland and not be fearful of death to their family members or to themselves. Iran, I hope that you hear me loudly and clearly. I don't adhere to bullies no matter what high office they hold, what head of state they are. Democracy has to be pure and real, and our fight for justice must be consistent. There will times when you will ask the question, you did or adhere to this policy. I am more than happy to explain. But I believe that I have a consistent moral compass on the questions freedom and justice, social equality, and their complete abhorrence and anger for the murder of people, innocent people. We did that battle in Iraq with our camps, Ashraf and Liberty, and we will continue that battle. Opportunity, and I see women here, but I think it is so important that we promote and lift up the rights of women in Iran, the rights of our sisters and mothers, our nieces, our daughters, because that's going to turn the attitudes around and confront the leadership in a way that we call for the new Iran that will have a rightful place of continued prominence in this land. Since I've been doing this, I'm going to, in essence, kneel for justice.